Hey guys, welcome to this about channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Put the post notification for you to be notified. Like the video and comment if you'd like. Let's get into pop and urban entertainment as we usually do.
So let's begin with Lizzo. She has not so unapologetic letter out after a few days of all the alleged accusation. It was made by her three former dancers, and she is not pleased. She's not happy with all these no accusation, obviously. But my whole point is, at least she would have said, my apology. I never know this was happening directly, not from me as a person, but maybe they experienced it somewhere else. She definitely sat her PR team down, and they made all this up. I'm talking about the later, no shade, no shade. It does not look like Lizzo has written all that all by herself. It's really, really no shade. We all know that Lizzo loves to run into the internet and start crying for sympathy, so that she can always look like the victim, even though in the letter she claims that she doesn't want to be looked like the victim, but she does not believe she's the villain either. But you could have, done a brief tweet before sitting down the PR team. They really did work overnight for that later, and I'm not, you know, going to blame them. Now, her lawyer, Martin Singer, has represented a lot of not so well represented people in the society, especially the men. So people feel like, yeah, she is definitely guilty. I hope this is over and doesn't take too long, like Megan Thee Stallion cases. Now, Ariana Davis has a video that, they went and dig it up, and it's kind of saying the opposite of what she's saying now. And the lawyer is trying to use that, trying to go opposite of what Ariana Davis has already said. So that's Ariana. Seems like he was applying for a new job somewhere else. So definitely praised Lizzo for everything, but it seems like to be opposite now. I hope this is over very soon. On Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z, allegedly he was plotting to buy the football club Tottenham in a stunning of 2.2 billion euros takeover after Joe Lewis fraud arrest. Now, my whole thing is, how many business ventures does her husband want to be involved in? At first, it was the casino. He has a club, and now a football club. It seems like, especially the football club, he may not manage. No matter who he puts in there, he may end up losing more money than investing, because football clubs are very, very unpredictable, in my opinion. Thanks to CardiB musical label lawyers, they do work overnight too, just like the Lizzo's lawyer. They're in the same label. She's been cleared, and there will be no charges on her. Her and Lizzo are in the same label, so I'm not shocked. But even a cup of coin would have been nice, because she was injured. WAP has been nominated or voted as the most controversial female number one song of all time. This comes right after, Anaconda is celebrating its 9th-year anniversary, and we all know Anaconda is the most controversial female song. If they did say female collaboration song, I would have understood with WAP, but the most controversial it's Anaconda. Anaconda did the walking so that WAP could do the running. No shade. Even when you look at the list, there was no Anaconda anywhere, or any of Nicki Minaj singles, solos, collaboration anywhere. Yet Nicki has several, but we all know Anaconda had the most controversial way before WAP did in 2020. The song reached number one for 4 weeks, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But to me, the sympathy payola between these two is way too much. Megan Thee Stallion comeback is a movie debut, Day the musical. Now, whatever the snippet wasn't that pleasing, it wasn't that good. I hope for her single return will be, at least better. But if that's how she continue rapping, not too much I'm expecting from Megan if that's what she's been rapping in. the commercial of that movie. On his podcast, Joe Biden, talks about Megan Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez case. It's a long video, but he talks about how the industry will not be supporting Megan after Tory Lanez sentencing. Yet she is following Megan in Instagram, maybe for updates. That was my thinking. Talking about Megan degrades men in her music videos, which again most male rappers do degrade women in their music videos too. Now he doesn't feel a lot of things or positive attitude towards Megan. Nobody's going to support him after the Tory Lane sentencing, which I believe is in August 7th, if I'm not wrong. And if I'm not still wrong, she has two cases on the same date, unfortunately. Now her fan base, the Megan Thee Stallion fan base, they're hoping for a Megan big comeback, not just a musical debut. As for me, I'll wait and see for Megan to prove people wrong. On DojaCat, her Paint the Town red has leaked in some other countries, and they believe she is shading Megan Thee Stallion. Fall for what? I ain't seen the horse. Now we all know how Nicki Minaj used the horse in Red Ruby the Sleaze when she said, "I don't F with horses," since Christopher Reeves, right? Now, I'll not take it as shade, but I'll take it as a recycling of lyrics from Doja Cat. Ice Spice is doing the same thing with Nicki Minaj lyrics, which is not funny. She needs to stop attaching herself with Nicki Minaj every time she is dropping her music. Victoria's Secret, on the other hand, is making a comeback, and Doja Cat will be, performing for them. So if you're not helping your parents back in the house, you can support the single that she's dropping, and support it by watching on Prime Videos. Moving on our last topic, Taylor Swift is the generous queen in the town. She gave away over $50 million in bonuses of her entire Eras tour. $5 million was allocated towards her trackers, who received $100K each, and additional of $45 million plus was divided up among sound techs, cutters, stage hands, backend musicians, and dancers. And all of them claim they've never seen anything like this from such a big artist. So I believe she is wrapping up the first leg of USA, going to now other abroad countries with over 160 something shows. So congrats to her, and congrats to everyone who got the bonuses. Tell me think about today's topics if you don't mind. Stay safe. Your opinion is valid over here, negative or positive. Bye.